Good morning, family. It's Sunday. I think it's the last Sunday. This is the last Sunday in October. Um, and today I'm gonna be doing some chicken soup. Not nothing big. It's Sunday. My oldest daughter is not feeling well, and we're gonna make chicken soup. We're gonna make it Jamaican chicken soup. I don't make it too often, but when we make it, yeah, they love it. They can eat it forever. So I have some celery here that I'm going to be washing and chopping up. I have some carrots, and I'm probably going to use all of this carrots right here. I have some pumpkin. I bought this the other day, not knowing that she was going to get sick, and I'm always going to end up using it. I'm going to put the whole thing in. Okay, and then I have two chayote, or we call it chocha in Jamaica. They're huge. I saw these in Bravo the other day when I was there, and my intention was to make this with some saltfish, but they're coming in good today. They're coming in handy today. And then, of course, we're going to be putting corn on the cob. So I have some fresh corn that I'll be peeling and cutting them in circles to put them in. And I put that towards the end. I am going to also be adding some um, potatoes. I'm gonna do yellow though, not white. I think I'm gonna do this white since I have just this one white left, and put the rest yellow potatoes. I'm not putting any yellow yam in it because usually when I put that in, I'm the one that eat it, and since I won't even be able to consume half of it in a week, um it'll just be a waste of money. So I'm not putting it in there. I am going to put some spinach or what you call some dumpling, and I'm going to season the dumpling a little bit, the spinach a little bit with a little garlic powder, onion powder, and some salt. Yeah. Um, and then we'll be putting in our other seasonings and stuff. But I'll show you guys as I go along. Of course, you're gonna need regular onion. You're gonna need your green onion, which is your scallion. You're gonna need your thyme, your Scotch bonnet pepper, all that good stuff. And then I have here two Grace chicken flavor soup mix. And then I have one pumpkin. I thought I had two pumpkin, but I only have one pumpkin. So we're gonna work with what we have today. I don't know if I'm gonna be putting both of the chicken. It is a big pot. I'm about to show y'all my mother-in-law pot. God rest her soul, that I cook soup in every time I cook soup now. It's just holding on to a little part of her while she's not here with us any longer. And then I have in this bowl some chicken thighs. These are bone-in chicken thighs. They did have the skin on them, and I actually took the skin off, cleaned it up, cut all the fat off, and the bone is still in. So we're gonna leave the bone in. I have the pot over there with the water, like I said. I'm waiting on it to start boiling up before we add our chicken. So initially, we're just gonna add the chicken, the pumpkin, the celery, the chocho, the carrots. Those go in at one time. I'm gonna boil that for about an hour or so. And then after that, we'll start adding um, the other things, the other ingredients. But and then this is gonna be my main seasoning right here. It is salty, so you guys don't overdo it. But yeah, this is gonna be the base because it's just water. So we're gonna this is going to be our best friend right here. Okay. So while I'm waiting on the water to boil, it's still trying to boil. The first thing I'm going to do is work on this piece of pumpkin that I have here. And I'm going to put some gloves on because, listen, I don't want this thing turning my hand all on. I think this week I'm also going to do a cornbread video showing you guys how I do my Thanksgiving dressing. So I want to do the whole thing from scratch, baking the cornbread and all that good stuff. Got to cut it up, peel it, wash it, and then we're gonna wash it and add it with the chicken. Then we're gonna get working on this another piece. Okay, so okay, all right. So let's wash this. Okay. All right. So our pumpkin is washed. And so now I can take off this glove. Okay. So here we go. So this pot here, this is my mother-in-law pot. Um, this was, she was a big family oriented person. And so when you go to her house, food was the center of everything. Okay. Always. You would never leave her house and say you're hungry. One thing with her. Okay. So this was the pot she used. I'm just wiping off steam, guys. This was the pot she used. Turning that on to catch, pull some of that steam through the vent. Okay, so we're gonna go on and put the pumpkin in. Okay, and then we're gonna put the chicken, all the chicken in. I'm turning it this way. I don't want none of that water splashing on me. And then y'all know I don't measure, so this is a big pot with water. Put that much chicken bouillon. That's our base for our soup. Okay, I'm sure I'll be adding some more later, but not right now. That's it right there. Okay, so we're gonna go work on our other vegetables now. I think I have another one of her spoon also. Let me see. I think that was the only thing I wanted. Out of all she had in the house. Where's my other spoon at? I don't see it. Let me see. I have a longer one. Okay. So I'm just mixing that up. And then we're gonna work on our other. Let's cover it. And then now let's work on our other ingredients over here. Okay. All right. Our board is here. Okay. So now, this is gonna stain my hand, so I need gloves. Okay. All right. I like to cut it in half. You get some water in this bowl. And then we're just gonna peel it. It's such a delicate piece of vegetable. I don't know what this does to the soup. I just know I like it. I was raised on it and I like it in the soup. Okay. No, it's the seed, so we're gonna take that out. Don't need that. And then we're gonna put it over here and slice it up. And I'm gonna drop it in the water. All right, so y'all, we back, and I cut up the chayotes. They're over here in this water, and then I'm just gonna cut up some celery. Celery is not something that we put in soup in Jamaica, but I like the celery in it. I like the flavor from the celery. So I'm just putting, it's a big pot of soup, so I'm putting, um, that was about 4 small ones, and this is 2 bigger stalks of celery. So we're gonna put that in the pot. Okay. And then we're going to cut up the carrots. Carrots already peeled. So let me toss these in the pot. Let me open the pot first. All right. So I'm going to toss these in. I want that to cook with the chicken. I want all that flavor absorbed into the chicken. And there's so much water in the pot. I think I'm just going to use all this celery. And you don't have to cut them small, especially if you want to see them in the soup once it's finished. But again, celery is not something that, Jamaican put in their soup, that we put in our soup. But right now, I need it in there. I want it in there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this carrot, and then I'm cutting it in big wheels, not too big, but big enough to where it won't cook out in the soup. You want to be able to eat your carrot. I want to be able to see it. Okay. And what was it? About six pieces of carrot. And they're not big, so they're small. Okay. So, all right. We're going to add this to the soup. Let me turn you all around. So I turned it down a little bit because it was boiling up, tumbling. So I turned it down a little bit. So we're going to add the carrots. And then we're going to add our chayote, chocho. Notice I'm not putting no salt in the pot. You don't need no salt right now. That bouillon powder has enough sodium in it. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it back up a little bit. I have it on 10. I'm gonna put it on 12. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean up. I'll probably take you guys outside. I'm gonna go wash some rugs outside. So I'm probably gonna take y'all out there with me while I wash them. But I'm gonna leave this alone and just let it cook. Let it do its thing, okay? And then we'll come back in. But first, let me clean this up. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all outside, okay? All right. Okay, y'all, we getting ready to wash these rugs. I'm gonna do 3 at one time. I'm gonna do 3 of them, y'all. They're horribly dirty, but I don't like for them to get to that point, okay?
In the still of the night, I think of you. My heart beats with every thought of you. You're the one I can't let go. In your arms I find my home. Love, sweet love, it's you I'm dreaming of. Every moment with you feels like a gift from above. Forever and always, you're the one I adore. In your love I find my forevermore. Find my forevermore, the more. Through every storm, you're my guiding light. In your eyes I see the stars align. With you I'm whole, with you I'm complete. In your love my heart finds its beat. Love sweet love, it's you I'm dreaming of. Every moment with you feels like a gift from above. Forever and always, you're the one I adore. In your love, I find my forevermore. In your arms, I feel alive. With you, I soar and thrive. A love story written in the skies. In your love, my spirit flies. Love, sweet love, it's you I'm dreaming of. Every moment with you feels like a gift from above. Forever and always, you're the one I adore. In your love, a love story in memory stored. You're my guiding light. In your eyes I see the stars align. With you I'm whole, with you I'm complete. In your love my heart finds its beat. Everyone, sweet love, it's you I'm dreaming of. Every moment with you feels like a gift from above. Forever and always, you're the one I adore. In your love, my finds its beat. Every walk, it's you I'm dreaming of. Every moment with you feels like a gift from above. Forever and always, you're the one I adore. In your love, my heart finds its beat. Love, it's you I'm dreaming of. Every moment with you feels like a gift from above.
Okay, now y'all, we're back inside, and this thing been cooking away while I was out there. So the pumpkin is completely gone. It's completely dissolved, um, and it's getting a nice little color. If you can see, that's the color that it's getting right now. So it's getting a nice little color. You want it to be a little richer than it is. Okay, the chayotes are in here. I can still see them. The carrots, the celery, I can still see. So this been boiling for about 30-35 minutes. So, and it still has a lot of water in it, which you want. You want the soup. So right now I'm gonna start working on my dumplings, my spinners. I'm gonna wash my hand and start working on those. And then, but first I want to peel the potatoes. The potatoes I'm gonna put in last because they're gonna cook real fast, and you don't want them to cook out in your food. Well, you want some of it. That helps sticking up the soup, but not all of it. So over here I have my corn that I've already pulled the husk off and pulled the hair off, and I washed them. So I just have those in a bowl. And so let me get my potatoes. Look at the potato. Okay, so we got potatoes. This is the yellow potatoes. I love these. Oh my gosh. So this is these are yellow potatoes. This I got from Aldi, and this was a nice bag. That's 2, 4, 6, almost 7. Put one more because we're not putting no yellow in. So peeler. All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna peel these potatoes, and then um I'll be back. I'll be back after I peel them. I'm gonna peel them, and then I'm not gonna cut them small. Just gonna cut them in half because you want you still want to be able to eat some potatoes, so you don't want to cut them too small. Okay. But let me peel these, and then I'll be back when I'm done. Okay. All right. All right, guys, we're back. So I have my potatoes over here. I peeled and I just cut them in two. Okay. And like I said, I'm gonna put those in after I put my dumplings in. Okay. My spinners in. So I have my oops. It's a big counter, so you guys can't. Okay. So I have my flour here, my all-purpose flour, and this is their favorite part of the soup. Besides the soup, they love their dumplings. So that's 2 cups, and they're heaping cups too. 3, 4, and I'm gonna do 5 cups of flour. Okay, I know I won't need no more, so I'm gonna put it back. Seasoning this flour. So I have here a teaspoon of salt, and the reason why I'm using so little bit is because I'm gonna also put a teaspoon of garlic salt in my dumpling. So that's salt also. Okay. And then I have some onion powder, and that's like a teaspoon and a half. Okay. And then over here I have my garlic powder. So putting a teaspoon and a half of that also. Okay. All right, we're finished with these. So we can put these away. So I'm gonna mix this with let me turn you guys some more. I don't know why. Okay. So I'm gonna mix this. Okay. And I'm gonna put one glove on because I have long nails and I don't want my nails. You don't want your nails in your flour. Okay. That's dirty. Okay. So once everything is combined, then I can take the glove off. Okay. So now that I've mixed everything, I always keep some room temperature butter on hand. Okay. I always have some room temperature butter on hand. Always, always. So I'm going to put like maybe 2 tablespoons maybe of room temperature butter. I just want them to have flavor, the dumplings, to have some flavor. Okay. I never used to make the dumpling like this that's going into the soup, but I did it one time and one day, and ever since then they like it this way. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So I'm just working that piece of butter in with my hand. See, I'm just grabbing and yeah, kind of trying to distribute it evenly in the flour, like that, like so. Okay, so now we're ready to put our water. And I don't have like a measured amount of water that I use. So I'm just going to put work. Okay, and then we'll put, and I'm not kneading it. I'm just moving the dough around in the I'm gonna put, and I don't think I need to put after that. All right, dumpling. Okay, so now we're gonna make our spinners. Okay. Um, see, need a little butter in there. Make it nice and. Okay, so now we're gonna make our spinners. So um, you wanna grab a little piece and not too big. And I like to just roll them. Nothing special. So we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna go over there. Come on, let's go over there to the pot. So now let's start putting our spinners in. And I think I'm gonna add a little more water once I put in the potatoes. Nothing special. Okay? Nothing special. Alright, y'all. So all the dumplings are in the pot. All the spinners are in the pot. And so that's what it's looking like. It's not giving soup yet. So now we're gonna put the potatoes in. I have one white and the rest of these are yellow. So some of this is gonna cook out and help to thicken up the soup. But now we can start to season our soup and turn the stove down and let it go low and slow for a while. Now the corn we're not gonna put in um, right away. The corn we're gonna put in towards the end. Then, like about 8 minutes before we turn off the pot, we're gonna put the corn in because you don't want your corn to overcook. I like it with still a little bit of crunch in it. All right, so our potatoes are in, and I just turned the stove up. Okay, so now we're gonna start to give it a little more flavor. Okay, so I'm gonna add one of the Maggie soup packet, and then I'm gonna add one of the pumpkin, and that's just gonna make the flavor a little richer in color and flavor. And then now we're gonna start to add some onions and stuff. That's what it's looking like. Still don't have a body yet, but we're gonna give it a body, okay? So I'm gonna, all right, guys. So I'm just chopping up the onion. Okay. All right. So we're gonna see if I can grab them all. That. Okay. We're gonna go put all this in the soup. Move, Max. All this go in the soup, and then I'm gonna get some green onions too. All right. And I'm not gonna cut it. I'm just gonna release the flavor. Put it like that in there. Now we're gonna get the thyme, the dry thyme I have. I don't want rosemary in there. And then I'm gonna drop a scotch bonnet in there. Once the soup is done, you just take all this stuff out. It's a lot of soup. Okay. All right. So hold on, hold tight, guys. Hold on. They're gonna be well, green and yellow. Okay. So put that one in there, and put some black pepper, and so we're gonna put a little bit of black pepper. Okay. And put a little bit of garlic salt. Not too much. You don't want it to be salty. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of onion powder. I know I don't measure. I don't measure. Then we're gonna put a little bit of garlic powder, just a little bit. Okay, not too much garlic. Move, because garlic don't really uh, that much. Just a little bit. So now let's stir this up, and I'm gonna taste it. It's gonna get body. I think I'm gonna put a little more water in here too. We'll see. See, it's coming together. Oh, it's sweet. It's like the naturally sweet. This gonna need another pack of that soup mixture, and that's why I said don't put too much of any seasoning with salt, because everything you're putting in here have sodium in it, and I don't think I've ever cooked a soup that's too salty. So you don't want a salty soup. So the chicken is all cooked out in there. All I see is, look, the bone with a little bit of meat on it. And that was a lot of chicken I put in there. This looked like it could use a little more black pepper too. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Stove it. Okay, it's down. Okay, we got it on 6. You don't need it no higher than that. Okay, and I'm gonna cover it and forget about it. We just added another soup packet in there. You see how that meaty look? Meaty. It looks so hardy, I should say. That's the word, hardy. Okay, so we're gonna let it cook, and then because it still don't have the body that I want, so we're just gonna let it cook. Okay. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, so we are back. I'm putting a little more onion powder in there. I tasted it, and it could use a little more onion powder, a little more body. Okay, it could use a little more flavoring. So the potatoes are doing what I want them to do, which is cook without cooking all the way out. At least I don't want all of them. And it has a little more body to it. It's a little thicker than it was. So it's giving soup right now. Okay. It's giving soup. The pepper is still in here. I can smell it, but I'm gonna have to fish it out soon. Matter of fact, let me fish it out before I break it. Where is it? Usually sitting on top. Here it is. That's the Scotch bonnet. So I want to take it out before it causes any harm. And then when everything is done, we're gonna take out the rest of this stuff like the green onion and the sprigs of thyme. We want to take that out. Okay. So we're gonna add the corn now. Mm, that's good. All right, so I'm adding the corn. And then we're gonna let this cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. And that's it. All right. So now the corn is in. All right. The chicken cook off the bone. You hear me? Look. Some people like to eat their chicken so they want it whole. I do it both ways, and I really don't care either way. Sometimes I like it to cook out in the thing soup. Sometimes I like to see it, but yeah, it's soup and it's delicious. So we're gonna let this cook for another 8 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be back, y'all, to show y'all the finished product later. Okay, all right. Okay, guys, the soup is done, and I'm gonna dish myself a little bit so you guys can see what it looked like. I'm gonna get a little piece of potato because I know I won't be able to finish a whole half. And my dumpling, I'm gonna put one dumpling, and then corn. I love corn, so I'm trying to fish out a nice piece of corn. Okay, here we go. So my corn is here, and then I'm gonna get some soup. So it's nice and thick, and you have your carrots. All right. Okay, guys, so that's what the soup is looking like. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you guys in the next one. Bye.